NBA is back, baby. That means Loddy's NBA Locks is back. When I woke up this morning, the sun was shining, the birds were chirping, the weather was crisp, and my life had meaning again. The NBA is back. The playoffs is just around the corner, and I have 6 fresh, rock solid locks for you guys. Let's get started. First lock, over 220 points, Cleveland versus Phoenix. Okay, remember, to start the season, every game was going over. Teams were playing at a rapid pace, chucking up all kinds of threes. I think we're going to see that the first week back after the All-Star break, especially for two teams like this. Playing basketball has not been fun for them this season. They had a nice vacation. They were reminded that they get to play basketball for a living, and their first game back is a winnable one. So the energy will be there. This is the 29th and 30th ranked defenses in the NBA, so not a lot of defense will be played. They're 12th and 29th in pace. That's Cleveland, who's 29th. I'm assuming they play at a faster pace in their first game back from the break. Cleveland will make up for their lack of pace a little bit with their offensive rebounding. They're 9th in the NBA in offensive rebounds. They're 22nd and 26th in three-point shots attempted, but again, we're assuming they're playing at a faster pace, shooting more threes, excited to play basketball again. Plus, they are the two worst defenses in the NBA, so while they may not attempt a lot of threes, they'll be hitting a lot of them. Let's go over 220 in the Cavs-Suns matchup. Let's stay with the over-under for lock number 2 and go over 219 points in the Heat-Sixers matchup. The Sixers have been scoring a lot of points and giving up a lot of points since acquiring Tobias Harris, who's fitting quite well with the Sixers. No Embiid tonight for Philly. Does that necessarily mean they won't score as much? Maybe. Definitely makes them worse defensively. The Heat are a team that likes to take it to the basket, so the Sixers will miss Embiid's rim protection. Scoring wise, maybe they take a few more threes than they normally do when Embiid's in the lineup, compensating for what they'll miss from him scoring wise. We're going to see more of the other additions that the Sixers made at the trade deadline, the ones not named Tobias Harris. We're going to see more Boban. He's good for 10 to 12 points. We're going to see more Mike Scott, who is as likely as anyone in the NBA to get hot from three. And we're going to see the Sixers run through Jimmy Butler a little more. This is a guy who's averaged 25 a game in the NBA. Let's go over 219 points in the Heat-Sixers matchup for lock number 2. Lock number 3, Portland, -2. What's going on with my clicker? -2 in Brooklyn. In the game before Karis LeVert returned for the Nets, they beat the Denver Nuggets. In his first game back, they're blown out by home. They're blown out at home by the Bulls. Second game, close loss in Toronto, but if you watch that game, you'll know that anytime Toronto asserted themselves, they got what they wanted. They just barely escaped Cleveland with a win in triple overtime, a game, quite frankly, they should have lost. They still haven't established chemistry with LeVert back in the lineup, and having a week off doesn't help. Portland's a team that's been together for years. A break is actually sometimes good for those kinds of teams. This is the first game of a long 7-game road trip that Portland is on. In fact, 10 of their next 12 games come on the road. They know how important it is for them to get this game and start the road trip off right. Let's take the Trailblazers, -2 in Brooklyn for lock number 3. Lock number 4, over 229 points, Milwaukee versus Boston. Same theme here, first game after a break. Both sides are excited. Both teams are going to get up and down fast, lots of shots, lots of scoring. Really don't have much to say about this game. I just know it will be a high-scoring affair. Lock number 4, over 229 points, Milwaukee versus Boston. Lock number 5, Lakers, +3. LeBron James says he's activated playoff intensity. The Rockets are still trying to figure it out with Chris Paul. They're 5-4 since his return from injury. These two have never been the most ideal fit. Remember, last season, the most effective Houston Rockets lineups were ones without either CP3 or Harden in them. You would think their best lineup would include both, but in fact, last season it didn't. They obviously figured it out for the playoffs, but it's something they will always have to work to make work. Their playing styles aren't a perfect fit together. Clint Capella is back. That should only be positive. Capella doesn't demand the ball, so he won't mess with the offensive chemistry of the team. He sets good screens, plays good defense, especially at the rim, which the Rockets need desperately. But this is more about LeBron James and the Lakers. They are going to play this like it's a playoff game. One confound here is the young Lakers' response to LeBron, highlight this, wanting them traded for Anthony Davis. What if these kids say, fuck it? These people don't even want me here. I'm hoping they realize that by losing and playing poorly, they're validating the Lakers' desire to trade them for Anthony Davis. I hope they want to go out there and prove them wrong. This is the fourth time they've met this season. The Rockets won the first three. I'll bet on playoff LeBron getting the job done at home and not being swept in the season series this season against the Houston Rockets. Let's go. Los Angeles Lakers +3 for lock number 5. I lied, by the way. I actually have 7 locks. I have a bonus lock for you guys. LeBron's going to go off. This is at home against a team that will be contending for an NBA championship against one of his good friends, Chris Paul. He's already put himself out there by saying, I've activated playoff intensity. So he has to go out there and back that up. They haven't released the line for this. This is a prop bet. The bet is over whatever the number ends up being, points, rebounds, and assists for LeBron James. Normally what they do is they just add up their averages, maybe add a half a point or a point to it, and say, are you going to go over, under? Well, LeBron James's points, rebounds, and assists per game come to around 43. So let's say the over-under is 44 points, rebounds, and assists. Go over. He might go out there and grab 20 rebounds. He might go out there and dish out 20 assists, and you know he's going to get at least 25 points. You could take this straight up. You can add it to a parlay and really juice up the parlay payout. But this one is a bonus lock. We'll call it lock number 6, over 44 points, rebounds, and assists for LeBron James tonight against the Rockets. Okay, so lock number 7. This is the last lock of the day. Golden State Warriors -4 after the first quarter tonight against the Sacramento Kings. The break came at the perfect time for Golden State. The way they've gone through this season is a testament to the years of experience they have. This season, barring catastrophic injury, will be the 5th straight time the Warriors go to the NBA Finals, and they know exactly how to pace themselves. So they're at their best come postseason time. They started off the season okay, cooled down, started putting together a win streak in the new year, and right before they could start to become complacent, start to become bored, the All-Star break arrived. And I mean, you saw them blown out by the Trailblazers in the final game before the break. They were starting to get to that point. If you think all this is a coincidence, you are mistaken. Bill Belichick has mastered the art of getting through the season and making sure his team is at its best when it counts. And Steve Kerr, who's won 8 NBA championships, 5 as a player with Phil Jackson and Greg Popovich as his coaches for those titles, I think he knows a thing or two about what it takes to win a title. They'll be hyped for this game. They like to play through DeMarcus Cousins in the first quarter especially, and you know he wants to stick it to his old team. He's going to dominate. The tension he'll demand will open up shots for the other Warrior players. This young Kings team will have no response for the intensity the Warriors will be playing with to start this game. I don't like taking them -13 for the game because I can see the Warriors getting out to a big lead, then putting it into cruise control and allowing the Kings back into the game. But I do feel confident that they'll dominate the first quarter. So lock number 6 is Golden State -4 after the first quarter at home against the Sacramento Kings. Thanks for listening. Good luck if you're placing any bets tonight. This feels like a holiday, doesn't it? The NBA season is back. Let's get it. So excited, so stoked, especially for this Boston-Milwaukee game tonight. I can't wait. Enjoy the games. Enjoy your day. I will be posting NHL locks for you guys shortly, so stay tuned for that, and we'll see you later.
Major key alert! I got them keys. I got them keys. I got them keys.